Star Wars games. The ultimate test of whether you can actually be a Jedi, a Sith, a bounty hunter, or just some guy crashing the Millennium Falcon into a space station because you thought pull up meant pull down.
It's a ship that made the Kessel run in less than 12 parsecs.
But what actually makes a Star Wars game great? Is it the Force? Is it the ability to decapitate people with a lightsaber? Is it the lack of microtransactions? Well, today we're breaking it down into 5 key ingredients that make a Star Wars game go from bantha fodder to legendary status. Oh, and just before you start angrily typing in the comments, just because you don't like a Star Wars game doesn't mean it's bad. Even the weirdest ones have their fans. Yes, even Masters of Teräs Käsi. But seriously, if you like that game, are you okay? Listen, Star Wars is all about the vibes, right? If a game doesn't feel like a Star Wars game, then we got a problem. Take Jedi Survivor, for example. From the epic orchestral score to the way Cal Kestis just moves like a master Jedi. Now compare that to, I don't know, Star Wars Demolition, which was basically Twisted Metal. I mean, sure, cool concept, but does it really feel like Star Wars? Great Star Wars games capture the essence, the music, the whoosh of a lightsaber, the oppressive fear when you hear Vader breathing behind you. The moment you hit start, you should feel like you're stepping into the galaxy far, far away. Star Wars combat is sacred. It needs to be either fluid, cinematic, or straight up chaotic in the best way possible. Jedi Outcast, the lightsaber combat was chef's kiss. Battlefront 2, the original one, not the microtransaction horror story. It had amazing battles. Star Wars Connect, yeah, that happened. Liar! When it comes to a Star Wars game, it needs to nail lightsaber duels, blaster fights, and especially force powers that make you feel OP as hell. The Force Unleashed is a prime example because throwing a stormtrooper into a stormtrooper never gets old. And for the record, if a Star Wars game doesn't allow me to block blaster bolts with a perfectly timed button press, I'm immediately docking points. Now you might be thinking, do I really need a good story? Can't I just swing my lightsaber like a madman and call it a day? No, you can't. Some of the best Star Wars games, like Knights of the Old Republic, Jedi Fallen Order, Jedi Survivor, Republic Commando, are carried by amazing stories. That said, I will always respect a game that lets me be a morally questionable Sith Lord. If you give me the option to choke out random NPCs in the name of the dark side, I'll absolutely take it. If your game doesn't let me go to Tatooine, Coruscant, Endor, or Hoth at least once, is it even a Star Wars game? Flying the Millennium Falcon or an X-Wing should be a requirement, but it doesn't have to be. But I'm talking dogfights in space, hyperspeed jumps. Some games tend to do this perfectly, like Squadrons and Rogue Squadron. Others, well, we got Super Bombad Racing, which is basically Star Wars Mario Kart, and I respect it. But what the hell was that game? All right, let's talk about the elephant in the room. There are definitely weird Star Wars games out there, but there can be good ones. The ones that are so bizarre, they somehow have a cult following. Star Wars Masters of Teräs Käsi, a Star Wars fighting game where Han Solo can box Darth Vader. Some fans like it, and others absolutely hate it. Traitor! Star Wars Yoda Stories, a point-and-click adventure game where Yoda sends you on the most random fetch quest ever. And then you probably have my favorite weird Star Wars game, the Lego Star Wars series, which, let's be honest, it's probably the best Star Wars game series of all time. Not only do you get to replay the events of all the movies, but you get to do it in fun and quirky ways. Yes, some fans love certain entries and hate others, but overall, the Lego Star Wars games are top notch. Just because these games are weird doesn't mean they're bad. Sometimes you just need a dumb Star Wars game to remind you why you love the franchise. So there you have it. It's very simple to make a good Star Wars game. So Disney, let me say this for you one last time. The ultimate ingredients for a great Star Wars game are immaculate vibes, satisfying combat, an engaging story, iconic locations and vehicles, and a little room for the weird ones. So what's your favorite Star Wars game? Is it one of the weird ones? Does it happen to be one of the ones that fans hate the most? Let me know in the comments. And if you enjoyed this video, be sure to go ahead and hit that like button and then subscribe and then ring the bell to receive notifications so that way you know every time I happen to upload a video. Because if not, Darth Vader will find you and he will choke you out. I'm not kidding. So with that being said, I will catch you in the next one. So may the Force be with you. Unless you play the dark side in Knights of the Old Republic, in which case you're terrifying and I respect it.